After the release of Street Fighter II, the phrase Hadoken was heard around the world. The sequel to a more novelty arcade game, SF2 invented what we know as the 2D fighting game genre. Without the World Warrior, there might not be Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Super Smash Bros. Tekken, or Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now it's one-on-one and points are a thing of the past. To say this Capcom title was influential is an understatement. The word alone was enough to arise hype, but did the commercials add anything to continue this trend? Let's go back to the ads. Famously released on the Super Nintendo, the controller was the most optimal way, at the time, to play Street Fighter II at home with its 4-face buttons.
Street Fighter II is on Super Nintendo. From the arcades, the ultimate combat game.
And little known fact, if you play with the SNES controller, you'll turn into a robot. There's not even a turbo button. I think he's cheating.
Each fighter has a different technique, an acrobatic move, a hidden punch.
And I know a punch when I see one. Looking at the system and controller, you can tell this is the European commercial, making me wish we got those colorful buttons over in the USA, but I digress. This commercial sure makes Street Fighter more mechanical than any of its games, and despite a kid battling the interrogator robot from A New Hope, and the commercial saying it's unbeatable,
Street Fighter II, it's unbeatable.
He sure does a pretty good job beating the game. This one is made a bit cheaper, incorporating clips from various movies and media like sumo wrestling, Snake and the Eagle Shadow, and The Lost World. Okay, some of these don't make any sense. The dinosaur even has the Frankenstein monster's growl. This mostly silent commercial shows more brawling action around the world, so in a way this describes the game better than rainbow waves circling a kid. Although it could have been done without the flashing, I can always appreciate a video game ad with Jackie Chan. Not to be outdone by Sega, this Genesis commercial follows a night guard making his rounds at a toy store. And then a hand pops out of it and attacks Mortal Kombat. What a statement. Capcom is literally crushing the competition. It even makes Nintendo look stupid from their previous commercials stating that this game was exclusive to that console.
Exclusively on Super Nintendo.
Even though SF2 was on the SNES first, better late than never.
Voici Street Fighter 2.
This French ad tests the game cartridge in every method possible. Cars, electrical clamps, and even some weird table shark. I bet I just gave Sci-Fi Channel an idea for a movie. It's nothing but fun watching all of these things unable to stop the indestructibility of Street Fighter 2. Oddly enough, people are still talking about the game, so this commercial really is telling the future. So far, I'm pretty hyped for the game, but let's take a look at some more from Japan. As the land of the rising sun likes to do, we get a live-action performance. For once, it's fighting in the streets, with Chun-li versus Bison and some sick music. This is the best I've gotten a feel for the game yet. They're going hand for hand until Bison races his invisible anime glasses, and Chun-li, played by, I'm guessing, Jackie Chan, gives that anime flashback look and does the only sensible thing, launching the Street Fighter logo at the screen. I just love how much work gets put into these 30-second ads. This one looks more out of a Van Damme movie. Not Street Fighter, but some other one. Featuring Guile, Gilly? Instead of Chun-li, Bison has his work cut out for him. Or I guess I should call him Vega since this is the Japanese commercial. Get loose, Guile. You can't compare to his powers. There's those anime glasses again. Sonic Boom! Sorry, I couldn't help myself. But you see why these are awesome, right? And I'm not even done yet. Check out this one for Street Fighter 2 LCD game. I know, don't get too excited now. Who's that supposed to be? Goken? Or the mysterious rumored character, the announcer?
Not until you master the 6 world warriors of the Street Fighter 2 handheld game.
Yes, to fully master the world's most popular fighting game, you have to conquer this Tiger Electronic handheld title. Could you imagine what this sounds like without the music? Yeah, that's more accurate. So, yeah, despite the LCD game being bad, the commercial was still well thought out. Honestly, a lot of the ads were. Each one was different and had their own motive. Sega wanted to diss Mortal Kombat, France wanted to show the great quality of their carts, and even Japan just wanted to film a badass martial arts scene. All of these clearly try to keep the Street Fighter hype ongoing, and considering the massive amount of arcade and home success, followed by countless sequels to this day, the commercials worked out for the overall picture. So if you want to watch a better Street Fighter live action product than the movies, check these ads out some more.